What up, my fellow dorks? It is the Turtle Dork back with a new reaction for you today. So if you've seen my previous two videos, you know that I wasn't in my regular space. I was actually in Austin, Texas for Fantastic Fest, my first Fantastic Fest. So shout out to Film Club, Secret Society of Film Masons over at One Loudon Alamo Draft House. I appreciate all the hospitality. Just being so open and welcoming me in to that environment and into that space, which was absolutely fantastic. Got to see so many different movies. But while I was there, a couple of trailers dropped that I really wanted to talk about and wanted to react and review and talk to you guys about. And it's a little difficult to do trailer reactions when I'm on the road, but I try to find ways to do it. I wasn't necessarily happy with those two videos for Bumblebee and Creed 2, specifically Creed 2, because I'm so excited for that movie. So I don't think I was really able to kind of get my thoughts out about that film the way I really wanted to. But I'm literally just off the plane. I just unpacked, and I know that X-Men Dark Phoenix has been out for a while. Well, a couple days. But, you know, for YouTube videos, that's a long time. Anyway, it doesn't matter to me. I just get my videos up when I can. Anyway, still want to react, want to talk about it. Dark Phoenix, we've heard the stories about this movie and New Mutants. These are like the troubled productions that have gone into reshoots or supposed troubled productions for these films. There's so many speculations and conjectures and rumors, especially with the fans, as far as what's going on with this movie. How is this going to fit into the greater universe? What's going to happen when Disney takes over? Like, what's the point of this movie? Is it a continuation? Is it the ending of the Singer universe of X-Men films? We don't know. I'm not going to speculate, but I'm curious. I'm curious about this film. I'm curious to see where they are going to take the X-Men franchise moving forward, how they're going to transition once this potential merger happens, and also for Simon Kinberg. I want to see what he brings to this as a first-time director. So, yeah, with all that preamble, let's go ahead and get into the first trailer for X-Men Dark Phoenix.
You think you can fix me?
Jean, you are not broken.
This is the end.
The mind is a fragile thing. It takes only the slightest tap to tip it in the wrong direction.
Charles, what did you do?
I had to keep her stable. I protected her.
From the truth? There's another word for that.
Please don't let her be the focus.
I came looking for answers. You feel like you don't belong here. You don't. They can't begin to comprehend what you are.
She's changing.
And what?
You didn't come here looking for answers. You came here looking for permission. Jean. She's all rage, pain. And it's all coming out of us. Jean lost control. Is she still our friend? This is your fault, Charles. The world is on the brink. I'm sorry. I didn't stop it sooner.
You're always sorry, Charles. And there's always a speech.
And nobody cares. There's still hope. Don't do this.
They're right to fear me.
I've seen evil. I'm looking at it now.
Okay. You know what? I'm digging that. And I'm digging it not just from some of the visuals that I'm seeing in that. I'm digging that from how they're kind of telling the story from inside the X-Men, from Charles Xavier possibly not necessarily being at fault, but understanding the power that Jean Grey has and not really knowing how to I guess maybe try to harness that or nurture that when she was a young child. And then you start to kind of see those rifts within the team, specifically with Michael Fassbender and James McAvoy, with Magneto and Professor X. Where I think moving forward, if they continue to move forward, you can start to see the divide between the Brotherhood and the X-Men, and I think they showed that they do start to show little hints of that in there as well. And then you get at least some visual moments between Jean Grey and Cyclops. And I think that is a relationship, especially with a story like Dark Phoenix, that you want to explore a little bit more. And there could be a real opportunity for some real deep character moments between those two characters. Jennifer Lawrence as Mystique, to me, again, just I hope that she takes a back seat in this story because of how big of a star she is. I don't really see that being the case. Now, because this is the Dark Phoenix story, and we will focus more so on Jean Grey and Sophie Turner, that the movie will focus on that, and I hope it will. But that's just one of my concerns. And just having a couple of shots of seeing Jennifer Lawrence as basically Jennifer Lawrence, and you don't really see her as Mystique, goes back to a lot of stuff that we've heard behind the scenes, as far as like her not wanting to get into makeup and blah blah this and that. To be honest with you, I really don't care about that, because these movies aren't about her, and they shouldn't be centered around her. And I think they realized that from the previous films. From Days of Future Past, which, I mean, that movie doesn't hold up the longer we get away from that film. I thought the movie was, it's good, but I'm not the biggest fan of Days of Future Past. The last one, Apocalypse, was just hot garbage. And but Simon Kinberg, I mean, he's showing that he has some visual style that I'm seeing here. I like the look of it. I like the aesthetic. I like the cinematography. It looks a lot better. It looks a hell of a lot better than Apocalypse. So it color me intrigued. I'm going to be hopefully optimistic about this, and hopefully they'll be able to do justice to this story. So yeah, man, those are my initial thoughts from seeing this trailer for the first time. Let me know what you thought of the trailer in the comments below. Go ahead, rate, like, subscribe, and share. And go ahead and check out my other dorks, at MouthDork, at TheDiscoDork, and at Sidewalk Siren. And as for me, I am the Turtle Dork. And with that, I'm out.